All right, hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Listen, happy Friday to you. I hope you and your family are doing well. Listen, y'all, it's been a busy day. I'm really just getting settled in, and I came across a news story that I wanted to come on and share with you all. So listen to this, y'all. Again, the CDC is warning, okay, doctors to be on alert for cases of what they're calling a flesh-eating bacteria. I'm gonna try to say it the best I can, y'all. Vibrio vulnificus. Okay, I'm gonna have you do your research on that. That's Vibrio vulnificus. Okay, listen to what they're saying, y'all. Okay, now my news source says that the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, okay, or the CDC, issued a national health alert. Okay, so they're calling this a national health alert, y'all. They issued it today, which is Friday, September 1st. To what the news source says, to warn clinicians to be on the lookout for infections with the flesh-eating bacteria, okay, Vibrio vulnificus. Now listen, y'all, the article is saying that during July and August, as the U.S. saw widespread heat waves and above average coastal sea surface temperatures, you all know how we've talked about unusual weather patterns, right? They're saying that the states of Connecticut, New York, and North Carolina reported more severe and fatal infections of this flesh-eating bacteria, and they're saying that at the time of this article that at least 5 people have lost their lives. Okay, the bacteria, the article says, the bacteria naturally live in coastal waters and proliferate in the warmer months when ocean temperatures are at their highest. Okay, so you all know with all of this unusual weather, heat waves, that, you know, according to weather officials, they're saying that the ocean waters have even been warmer than usual. Okay, y'all know what we've talked about it here on the channel, right? Okay, so now the article also says that while most people have become sick after eating raw or undercooked seafood, people can also get infected, the article says, after swimming in the ocean with an open wound, such as a recent piercing or tattoo, or even a minor cut or scrape, they're saying. Okay, the article also continues by saying that people can also be exposed to the bacteria when hurricanes, okay, you all know, most recently in my area here in Georgia, parts of Florida, even in the Carolinas, I believe, Hurricane Idalia, okay, just occurred. Listen to what they're saying, y'all. People can also, according to the article, people can also be exposed to the bacteria when hurricanes, floods, and storm surges. All of this just recently happened now. And now they're coming out tying this bacteria to it, okay? I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just reporting the facts, okay? Or I'm reporting the information, rather, okay? Because, you know, this is what they're saying, okay? People, the article says, can also be exposed to the bacteria when hurricanes, floods, and storm surges force coastal waters inland, okay? For example, they're saying in the days after Hurricane Ian last year, Florida health officials reported 38 cases and 11... hold on, my article just skipped. Hold on, y'all. Okay, for example, let me go back. It says, for example, in the days after Hurricane Ian last year, Florida health officials reported 38 cases and 11 vibriosis-related losses of life attributed to the storm. Okay, the bacteria, the article says, like warmer temperatures, and in the past, the bulk of U.S. infections were reported by people who lived in Gulf Coast states. Okay, but it's a climate crisis. This is what the article is saying. Okay, these are not my words. This is what the article is saying. But as the climate crisis, okay, are we in a climate crisis, y'all? Let me know. But as the climate crisis warms the oceans and brings more heat waves, doctors, the article says, have treated an increasing number of cases in states along the East Coast. Okay, the U.S. typically sees about 80,000 illnesses, the article says, 80,000 illnesses connected to Vibrio bacteria every year. The CDC estimates not all species are considered, and I quote, flesh-eating, and about a dozen species make humans sick. Okay, isn't this something, y'all? Here we go with something else, right? And I don't say that to make it seem like it's not something to be mindful of. You know, what I'm saying is, and I've talked about it here on the channel, all of these different diseases and things are just, you know, just popping up, coming about. It could have been around before, or maybe it hasn't been around for decades, or I don't know. It just seemed like, okay, Am I the only one feeling like this? Like, okay, here comes something else, or here goes something else that they're saying? Let me know your thoughts, y'all. They're also saying that people who develop an infection often have diarrhea, stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, fever, and chills. Okay. I'm just kind of skimming over the information. They're also saying that it can affect the bloodstream, and if it spreads, okay, it may lead to what the article is referring to as septic shock, when blood pressure takes a dangerous drop. Okay, let me read that again. It says, let me just go back to the paragraph before that. It says, septicemia is when the bacteria enters the bloodstream and spreads. It can cause fever, chills, sorry about that, y'all. Let me start over, okay? Septicemia is when the bacteria enters the bloodstream and spreads. It can cause fever, chills, low blood pressure, or skin blisters, okay? This, the article says, may lead to septic shock, okay? When blood pressure takes a dangerous drop, the article says. The bacteria releases toxins into the bloodstream that could cause extremely slow blood flow, damaging tissues and organs, okay? So I just wanted to share that with you all so you can kind of get a picture of the severity of this issue. They're saying that it can also cause the shutdown of important organs like the heart or the kidney, or the article says it can also lead to acute respiratory distress syndrome, or ARDS, that's capital ARDS, a condition in which the article says oxygen from the lungs doesn't reach the blood, and it can cause brain damage and permanent lung damage, okay? They're saying that typically the fatality rate is about 25% with wound infections. Studies show it's much higher for people who are exposed to the bacteria by eating contaminated food, okay? Here's what the CDC is saying. The CDC says people who suspect they have an infection should get treatment quickly, since they will have, the article says, a better chance of surviving the infection. This bacteria has developed some antimicrobial resistance, and about 50% of infections don't respond, the article says, to antibiotics anymore, okay? The CDC also suggests people with skin wounds should stay out of the ocean and avoid brackish water, okay? What is brackish water, okay? Can you all tell me what that is? It says, or at least cover the wound with waterproof bandages, all right? If exposed to salt or brackish water, I'm gonna have to look that up. The CDC highly recommends people wash hands and any cuts thoroughly with soap and water afterward, okay? For people cleaning up after flooding or hurricane, okay? We have many people who are doing that all across, like I said, Florida, parts of Georgia, even in the Carolinas. Listening to what they're saying, y'all. For people cleaning up after flooding or a hurricane, the CDC suggests wearing shoes and clothes that will protect. Let me see the paragraph went away. Okay, again, let me read again, y'all. For people cleaning up, my page went away. For people cleaning up after flooding or hurricane, which I just said many people are doing now, the CDC suggests wearing shoes and clothes that will protect against cuts, okay? Once again, y'all, something else is going on. Please take care of yourselves. You know, you may want to do some research on this topic. Again, this bacteria is called Vibrio vulnificus, okay? You can do your research on that. Y'all, all kind of things are coming up. My question is, what's really going on? How is this all of a sudden a thing? Is this something that has always been around? What's going on? And how is it that, you know, we're having all these unusual weather patterns, natural disasters, and then here come other things, okay? Take care. Thank you all, as always, for supporting the channel. I'll be uploading new content this weekend. Stay tuned for more news and commentary you can use right here on Andrea Speaks TV.